Hello, fellow creators. My name is Kareem, and today I want to talk about thinking greater than you feel. Now, you might be asking, what does that phrase mean? Dr. Joe Dispenza talks a lot about taking the mind out of the body. Now, you might be wondering, what does he mean by this? A lot of times we allow our body to dictate not only how we feel, but how we think. And our feelings guide all of our thoughts. You can think about it like this. Some days you're feeling amazing. You're on top of the world. Everything's going good for you. And other days you're depressed and you just don't know why. Or maybe outside circumstances are causing this. And you allow all of these external factors to dictate how you feel. And in turn, ultimately dictate how you think about everything that's going around you. Now the issue here is when you do that, you lose sight of what you could potentially be. If you get hit by a little bit of bad emotions, you have to remember, emotions, feelings are great, but they're not permanent. They're always temporary. If you don't have the ability to think past those, and I know it can be tough, then it's difficult to move forward. So let's see what Dr. Joe Dispenza has to say on the topic. And as always, be sure to like this video, subscribe, hit the bell for when I create new videos, and leave me any comments below if you have any questions, thoughts, or feedback. I would love to hear from you. Here's Dr. Joe.
The most difficult part about being sick is being able to think greater than how you feel. And if you can't think greater than how you feel, then your body is dictating your life. Now, there's nothing wrong with this, but let's just say that a person has mismanaged their energy and mismanaged their emotions and mismanaged their lifestyle for the last 10 years. And ultimately they develop some type of condition. Well, it was the continuous imbalance that was knocking on the genetic door that finally programmed the gene into sickness. So it took them 10 years to finally create that condition. Then we have to be real here and understand that it's going to take some time to knock on the genetic door and begin to reprogram the gene in a new way. So it's not like you do your meditation 2 days and you expect to be healed. That it's a process and it's a skill. And it requires repetition, and it requires understanding, and requires regrouping and relearning, and requires filling your brain with knowledge, and it requires staying consistent with it to begin to see some effects. And it's just like catching a fish. The moment you hook one, the moment you notice some change in your body, the moment something begins to change, that's all you need. Because once you get that feeling, that sensation, you're going to correlate what you're doing inside of you with the effect that you produce outside of you. And you're going to start doing it with more passion and more sincerity and more absolute certainty. So the cool thing about all of this is that, let's just say you're able to change your brain waves and get beyond your analytical mind because you've been practicing your meditation every single day. And let's say that you reach that elegant moment of the generous present moment, the now, where you forget about your appointments, you forget about your relationships, you forget about all the things you did yesterday. You're so present in the moment that you're not a face any longer, that you're not a body, that you're not an identity, that you don't own anything. You're pure consciousness. That's the moment your consciousness merges with a greater consciousness. And that is the moment when your conscious mind begins to merge with your subconscious mind, that you're in the operating system where true change can take place. So if you're practicing overcoming your body every single day in a meditation and you're sick, then when you sit down in your meditation, you should be able to get beyond your awareness of being a body. And if you're able to do that, then your body is no longer the mind, and you can begin to work with your body and recondition it to a new mind. If you don't have the ability to get beyond your body in a meditation, then you're your body trying to change your body. You're matter trying to change matter, and it produces very slow effects over time. Now, it will produce some effects, but it's going to take some time. So then if you're practicing your ability to regulate and change your brainwaves and get beyond your body, get beyond your identity, get beyond space and time, if you do that really well, when it comes time for you to heal your body and you have the ability to get beyond your body, no matter how sick it is, every time you get beyond your body, you are consciousness with a certain energy instructing your body, not from the body, but from an epiphenomenological place, which is greater than your body. So I think that, again, to demystify the process, it requires some training. When people start getting to that point where they get beyond themselves, that's when the magic happens over and over again. So yeah, in the beginning, it's going to be difficult because you're in a body, and then you start doing the meditations, and then you look to see, am I any better? The moment you start looking to see if you're better, you've just returned back to the old self. The new self would never look to see if it was better. It's already staying in that state. So it's a process. It's a process of development. It's a process of action. It's a process of awareness. It's a process. It takes time. But we've seen it so many times now that I can say now it's becoming a law.
Welcome back, everyone. So I hope that explanation from Dr. Joe Dispenza helped. Now, I understand if you're in a set of difficult circumstances, like you have a lot of pain, maybe you're struggling with a disease or a traumatic event, then it's difficult to be mindfulness and to be present. I fully understand that. I fully sympathize with that. That's why consistent meditation is paramount to overcoming this. See, for a while you'll be controlled by your emotions, but once you can let those feelings and emotions go and just be present with this moment, not thinking about this happened to me, I'm in pain, this disease is causing this problem, this event is causing this issue, but just be present. Breathe in, breathe out. All that exists is now. The present is everything. There's no past, there's no future, there's just the now. And you can really get with that. You go from just being your feelings or being subject to your feelings to being pure consciousness, being pure oneness, having that feeling that you're not separate from your environment, you are your environment. And with a powerful feeling like that, that's where you can start to overcome your temporary circumstances, your bad emotions, your bad feelings, and even overcome things like disease or depression. So guys, I would love to know from you in the comments below, how's your meditation going with this? Have you ever been stuck in the sense of my feelings and the way things are going? I just can't get unstuck. I don't know what to do. Or have you ever experienced this form of pure consciousness, this form of oneness? Thank you so much for watching today. And please, love to hear your feedback and have an amazing day. Remember, you are creators.